Hello, hi, how are you today? I hope you're doing amazing. And if not, you are consciously changing that by choosing the next good feeling, the feeling right now. There's going to be a better feeling than the feeling that you're feeling that is making you not have a good day. If you know what I'm saying, okay? Because we can choose in our right now moment to think, feel, see differently than we have been, okay? This is our choice. This is our choosing. This is our free will. Whatever you are not changing, you are choosing. Okay, so there is the first message for today. The first messages for today. Let's tap in and get any other ones that want to come our way. Okay, we've got this one, which I don't know what it is. It's something interesting as they are. Communication. I don't know what that is. Okay, the energy of communication makes you aware that you are able to communicate with your body, thus understanding its signals and solving its discomforts. This energy brings both your body and your spirit into deeper contact with each other. Okay, there is no good or bad energy. Everything is just energy. Fear is usually caused by a lack of information. In making real contact with your body, you fill it with the information yourself and fear disappears. Oh, you fill in the information yourself and fear disappears. Yeah, well, this is okay. I'm just gonna read this thing. Often fear plays a role in our lives because we don't know why we feel the way we feel. We all allow fear to emerge. Without realizing it, thoughts of fear may lead us into creating a life of fear. We begin by creating a reality other than what initially was meant to be. This new reality makes us believe there actually is something to be frightened of. Try to figure out why you are afraid and if this fear is real. We are often afraid of the unknown because our subconscious, is very creative in guarding us against things that are new or different. Fear is usually caused by a lack of information. Yes, when there are blanks to fill, we fill it. And if we're not careful, we fill it with fear. Okay. And you just have to let that go. So the um the instance in my personal life that is coming up as an example for that is I ran into somebody where I was stationed for a gig, and this person walked in, and they were looking to find out some information, and I kind of passed them off to other people, and they went on their way. I was distracted, as I usually am in social events, and carried on with my life. And then, like 3 hours after I got home from that event, there was something about their eyes that revisited me. It's like kind of came back up in my brain as I was processing the day. And all of a sudden I was like, oh my goodness, was that my person? And because I realized that I haven't seen hide nor hair of my person in like over 15 years. And depending on a person's lifestyle, they can change a lot in 15 years. And oh my goodness, I just got hit by this wave of fear that not only did I not recognize them, but I also was like, yeah, why don't you go see those other people? Why don't you go talk to these other people? and and then I was like, was that it? Did I just like wreck my reunion and because I didn't recognize them? And oh my goodness, my brain just started like hyper fixating and trying to remember what this person actually looks like, because I have like this, I don't know, it's a weird thing that I have when I'm in public. I just see so many people that I start to not see people. I don't know. It's a neurodivergent thing or whatever. It's like a delay in recognition, right? Like run into people, and although I still do recognize them, and later on the next day I hadn't seen somebody in like a couple of years and I totally walked past them, but then we both were like, hey, wait a second, and turned around and was like, oh hey, I know you. um so I don't know, but anyways, it was such an awful feeling, and the fear, the doubt, the all of the things started coming up for me, and I had to just let it go. I had to just let it go and let it flow, because this lack of information um was really creating a lot of resistance in my world. And I'm in a resistance free zone. So I had to get to a place where I'm like, whether it was or it wasn't, I need to release it and allow and trust in all the things and not try to control, right? Like, I've got no way of getting a hold of this person to be like, oh my goodness, was that you? Because they don't communicate with me. So, yeah. But my point is, we can choose what we hold on to, and this lack of information can really hold us locked as we try to fill in the blanks. And so I'm going to just say surrender, surrender, and trust. Trust that what is for you won't pass you by. Trust that, all the bells and whistles and things will ring when they're meant to, right? And, my person wouldn't be like, I'm looking to talk to somebody, and it doesn't matter who. They'd be like, I came to talk to you, and only you. Let's talk, right? So, no, you stay over there. No, you stay over there. Okay. Let's ask the runes to come out because they aren't offering themselves up here and give us another springboard here or confirmation of what we've already got going on. Alga's protection. That's not the one. This one. The stag, the king stag, stands proud and tall with mighty antlers. He bestows his protection on all in his kingdom. Leading by example, the stag teaches the young how to show courage in the face of danger. Alga's energy brings a powerful connection to divine consciousness. This rune is an aid to speak and commune with spirit and the higher powers. In a reading, it references a connection with the gods and an awakening. You have been granted divine protection. It is also a teaching force, and you are encouraged to be in a state of listening. Protection, defense, courage, independence, and higher self. Beautiful. Yeah, trust that your greatest and highest timeline cannot be completely foiled by a moment that you were distracted and didn't recognize. Okay, it'll be so blatantly in your face that you can't miss it. You can't walk away from it. It's all over ya. It's all over ya. Because that's how destiny works, right? Destiny works in mysterious ways. And yeah, what is for you won't pass you by. Okay, let's see what the tarot deck, it's called the Cosmic Garden. We'll see what it has for us to share, to engage. Wow, okay, that seems like a lot. Let's just go rando. Boop, bop, boop. There you go, good girl. Mims is doing really good staying off to the side. She just got up to come over and then she's like, oh yeah, I'm not allowed. And she sat back down. Okay. Let's go like so. Yeah. Okay, what's this? What you intend. Okay? What you wish for. The words that you speak into the universe. Oh, and how it affects whether you go in or stay out in the cold, whether you go towards the warmth, the heart, the balance, or you stay outside. And this is about being independent. This is after the Nine of Pentacles, where you are tending your garden. This is you reaping your rewards, you sitting in your abundance. Okay. And boundaries around that. Okay. And then we've got this Queen of Cups here. So you've definitely gone in. This is the process of going into the heart. Okay. Because you've emerged, or you're in there, in flow state, confident and emotionally stable, ready to share your cup. Okay. And yeah, definitely like your sanctuary space, connected with your intuition and boundaries around your space, mental, physical, all of the above. Okay. We've got the wheel turning in your favor, and excess. So extra. So this can be things that you have that you can share, right? We've got a figure in a canoe utilizing oars, but there are 3 sets extra sticking out of the boat. So what you choose to do with them, right? This is like having extra in your harvest, and maybe it's time to build a little roadside stand and share them with others. You're so cute. Oh my goodness. She's doing so good. Okay. Then we've got the overflowing cup and the chariot. Okay. This is the universe conspiring in your way. She's like slowly reaching her arms over. It's so cute. Oh my goodness. Okay. The chariot. Okay. This is, see the multiple moons. So this is like aligning your highest and greatest timeline. This is the universe responding to the things that you wish for, intend. Okay. And bringing it to you, turning your wheel. Okay. And this is the overflowing cup. This is the intentions that you have put out, the universe fertilizing those little verbal, mental, emotional seeds and them blooming. Okay. We've got a balancing and this crossroads, this decision, this balance. It's balance and balance here. At a crossroads. When you're at a crossroads, right? You've come to the end of the road that you've been traveling on, and you now have a decision to make. Okay. And to access the decision, you need to sit, ground, meditate, physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual, all the aspects outside of the noise of the world. Okay. And connected with your spirit team. This is how you move forward. And this isn't just like a life path major decision. This is actually like every single moment of every day, how you choose to respond to a thing, right? You have an external stimuli and you're at a crossroads. How am I going to respond? Fear or love? Those are always the two paths. And yes, we can travel down the fear path a little ways. And then there's another crossroads presented at every moment. So we can always recorrect. We can always choose the love path. Okay. That's the beauty of it. You can always choose the love path. Okay. And these ones, holy balancing down here. Okay. So this is your emotional regularity. The cups speak about emotion and flow. And we've got this figure in the corner who is in that meditative pose. Okay. So this is about maintaining a stable, steady emotional regularity. Okay. And because of this, this is the justice is getting back what you give. Okay. And when you are holding this frequency of peace, you will get back peace. Okay. Gorgeous. Okay, let's see what other cards come out for this reading here. So we're talking about communicating with communication and protection. So yeah, with your body, with all of the things. This recognition to not fill in any blanks because you don't have enough information. And if you're going to fill in any blanks because of lack of information, choose the best feeling options, right? And that's, I think, one of the hardest things to break, conditioned responses. I mean, I certainly was raised in an environment where you always considered the worst case scenario. Always, 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 always. And this isn't necessarily a bad thing, but it is when it starts to shape your world and tell the universe that that's actually what you want in your world instead of the best case scenario, right? Like I said, sometimes we got to head down the path of fear to realize we want to make more of an effort to choose to walk down the path of love, right? That's why they're there. It's balance, it's dichotomy, and there's a time and a place, right? Sometimes we choose the fear path because there's something exciting there that we want to experience, but we do it with the knowing and the grace that we can always return to the love path. Okay, what do we got here? The death card. Bum, bum, bum. This is the release. Release those fears that hold you back, right? This is exactly what I was talking about. Anytime a fearful thought starts to affect your nervous system and give you anxiety and, make you hold your head and go, no, what did I do? Kill it, put it to death, bury it. And that way you don't allow that thing to hold up any space in your world. Okay. Because especially now, what you are speaking, thinking, feeling, wanting, desiring, these all have power. And this is that choice. Go into the heart or stay out in the cold, right? This is this. And these decisions on a regular basis is what turns your wheel in your favor. Every time you choose fear, your wheel gets heavier. And so it turns in the opposite direction that you want it to go. Okay. So death is a very important part of it. Don't ever fear death. This is an important component to all transformations, and we are constantly transforming. So the death and release of the old is just as important as the birth of the new. You can't have either without the other. Okay, this is the other side of the life coin. Okay, it wouldn't be a coin without it. Okay, so I'm just gonna put death over here because I feel like you're putting to death the things that are slowing up or confusing um, your greatest and highest timeline that you want the universe to bring to you. Okay, so this is like any fears, any little critters that get in the way. Let's not use critters. Any gunky sludge that gets on your track that slows what's coming to you down. This is the removal of those things. Nope, nope, nope. Get out of there. I want my track to be clear and I want to maintain this momentum. So thank you, goodbye. Right? It's like the snake doesn't hold any ill will to the skin it has shed. Right? That skin that it shed was a very important part of its growth. It couldn't be where it is now. It couldn't be the size that it is now without that last shed, right? But it's also not holding on to it. It's not trying to get back into it. It's not wearing it around as part of its life force anymore. It's just leaving it, letting it be, and moving on. And that's a good habit to get into. And you can, of course, mourn and honor the deaths of the old, but don't let it stall or drag or weight you down. Okay, because it's about maintaining this strength, this momentum, this speed, this fortitude. And I feel like this strength is you being an overflowing cup, having very strong boundaries and a certain level of independence and connection to your higher self, and your ability, position, whatever to share, right? Like sharing a smile because you're feeling in a good mood. That don't underestimate the strength and power of that on another, right? A hello, a how you doing, a have a great day, a wave, a wink, seeing somebody struggling as you're walking by and you just help them and it takes nothing for you, but for them, that was a big deal, right? This is your strength. This is your experience. Okay, these are the skins of old. These are the old versions of self, the cups that weren't quite able to hold the liquid sunshine, right? Shed those skins and you move on. Oh, she's so cute. Okay. I guess I get very distracted by Mims. That's why she has to sit off to the side today, so she's not all sitting in the middle of everything. Because she's even more distracting when she's doing that. Okay. Boundaries, even when they're super cute. Okay, yes, release and let go. Okay, so this is the acknowledgement of those old things that have got you to where you're going. And that's it, right? The experiences of the past are stepping stones towards your future, okay? And you're not holding grudges. You're not picking up at each stepping stone that you have crossed and carrying it with you, right? You step on it, you're grateful. There's gratitude that it was there for you when you needed it. And the minute that you move on to the next one, that's it. You don't need to look back. You don't need to go back. Okay, this is also, those releases of people, places, and things, mindsets, limiting beliefs, toxic environments, karmic relationships, all of the things. Okay, these are things of the past here. And your current, because even who you are right now will soon become an old skin that you need to shed, let die, so that the new you can be born. I mean, you can even look at every day. Every night you go to sleep, you die to be reborn. That day is done. That day is over. And when you wake up in the morning, that's rebirth. New day. New you. Okay. What else do we got for the messages for us today? What was that? We don't know. We're just going to keep going. Okay. Sometimes I stop and sometimes I can't. Okay, let's see. What other cards want to come out here? Your hand. Think about the world that you want to create. I feel like that is here. Meows, you sneaky little bastard. Okay, Damn it. Okay, so this it's kind of like setting your intention. Okay, being very clear about it. So it makes me think of vision boards, drafting boards, right? The space where you kind of lay it all out. What is it that I want? Right? Well, I did want this, but maybe I want something different now, right? Oh, sasa. Oh, sasa. Oh, sasa. Okay, you're out. You're out. It's all smacky. Okay, where were we? Right? So this is the old world. This is standing out in the cold. And this is the new world. This is the going within. If you want it, if you choose it, if you speak it, if you intend it, if you want to get to this space where you are open, loving, flowing, reciprocating, okay, what you choose, what you intend, what you want for yourself, whether it's consciously or not, will be. Okay, this is your hand in your manifestations and how the wheel turns for you. This is also the opportunity for you to choose emotional regularity, the love path, right? These two worlds, one could be the world of love and one could be the world of fear. And every decision that you make, every crossroads that you come up to, every time you choose love, you are anchoring in to the love world. Okay, what's this? Who flipped? Devils? Come on, devils. These are your doubts and fears. These are the only things that get in your way. Okay, and the more we don't address the devils, the doubts and fears, the limiting beliefs, the low vibrating emotions, um, mindsets, and otherwise, the more they get away from you, the more they grow, the more they take over and infect, take root. Okay, the devils are also in the details. The devils are also standing over on their side, like, so you're at the crossroads, and the love road is just a peaceful road, sunny. Maybe there's some beautiful trees in the distance, right? The fear road is not going to look scary. Otherwise, it would be too easy to always choose the safe, loving road, right? The fear road will have comforts, sameness, right? It'll be like the scene in the labyrinth where, right in the middle of her journey, the main character walks into her bedroom and she tries to convince herself that the whole thing has been a dream and that she can just stay there. And she's back home, back with all her stuffed animals, all her comforts and norm. But the minute she starts to recognize, wait a minute, the things literally start crumbling around her to reveal that it was all just a facade, right? There could even be a vendor over there being like, come, try my cookies. They're delicious. Who knows? Okay, but the devils, they are only as powerful as you allow them to be. This is all about taking your power back, recognizing that what you will be. Okay, what you put your energy into will strengthen. So I'm going to put the devils. Nope, I was going to put them by the boundaries, but they're too close to this overflowing cup, which is liquid sunshine. Okay, and there's no shadows around there, though we live in a dichotomy. We are the balance, the whole two-sided coin thing with the death, right? Same too with the light and the shadow. Same too with the masculine and the feminine. We've got them all within us. So I'm going to put the devils with the recognition of the past and things that you are letting go of, those doubts and fears. You're putting a death to them. Okay, I'm even going to put your experience over them, over the devils, because I feel like it's because of your experience that you are more able to recognize when the devils rear their head so that you can be like, oh, I see you. Goodbye, right? Think of devils like weeds in your garden. Okay, they're just doing what they're meant to do. Create resistance, create contrast so that you can get really clear on what you actually want, right? You've got this scraggly little weed growing beside your beautiful, beautiful plant. And it's an opportunity. It's this crossroads. What are you going to choose? I choose my plant. So you pick that weed up and you chuck it into the compost. Boom. Dealt with. This is how you deal with devils. Okay. Yeah, because you have emotional stability, happily ever after, abundance, joy, love, peace, harmony, prosperity, health, wealth, love, all of the above. Okay. This is the jackpot card. And it's yours. It's part of your justice. It's part of the wheel turning in your favor and this momentum and constantly choosing love. This is what you keep the track clear for so that it can get to you quickly. In divine timing, of course, when it's meant to. Okay, we have a protection here. So yeah, what you have put out, what is yours will not pass you by. Your justice is linked because it is a universal law of what is it? What is that law again? Anyways, it's you get back what you give, and because you've given so much, you're getting back. It's coming back to you. It's part of the law. Okay. So I'm going to just put that protection there. And it's also this, you know, you've got free will, right? So your maintenance, this is why your maintenance of the garden is an important part to the efficacy of the bloom, the harvest, the growth. Okay. What else? Who else is gonna come out and tell us something? Oh, what do we got? We got the Hermit. Okay. The Hermit. So leaving your hermiting behind, okay? The hermit mode, this is like going within. This is checking in with self. This is the acknowledgement of your own will in your world creation, okay? This hermiting is where you connect, balance, meditate, commune with your spirit team, figure out all the things you need to release. This is where you check in internally to make sure you are choosing pathways that maintain your emotional regularity. And where you feel out what to do with your extra resources. But this could also be like building up your reserves as well when you hermit, when you go within. Right? Just think about if you regularly or 3 times a week you go have dinner with friends, and 1 week you decide to stay home to save some money. So instead of spending $100 a week on eating out with friends, you stayed home by yourself and saved $100. Mims reminds us to stay in the now. That's her big job, right? What were you doing with Kuan Yin? What did you do with these cards here? Are those for us? Are we supposed to look at those cards? She brought the love card out. There you go. Don't eat it. Don't eat it. Don't eat the love. Just trust it's for you. Okay, what other ones did you drop down here? There's the 9 of Pentacles. There's the Independence. And the reaching your goal. This is the harvest season. Okay, and I want to put, it's your sanctuary. This is your garden that you tend to. And yes, I'm putting them over here because Mims is kind of in the middle of everything. And love, it's all about the love, right? Fear or love. Always choose the love. And keep choosing it. Okay, get your booty out. Get out of here. We'll roll with it. We'll roll with it. Because some things get out of our control, and that's okay. Just be patient. Be patient. The things are happening. Your efforts are noticeable. having an effect. Cause and effect, that's the universal law. That's the work. This going within, choosing love, protecting your energy, your space, your momentum, releasing, recognizing, shedding the old. It's constant. We are meant to constantly expand and evolve. So it's a constant death and release and rebirth. Okay, one more time through this deck if anybody wants to come out. Let's do it now. Forever hold your pieces. Okay, we got to one. And it's dedication. Okay, remain dedicated. This is how you gain strength. This is how you build momentum. Dedicate yourself to love, to the love path, to emotional stability and freedom, to arriving. Okay, it's like your greatest and highest timeline is at the top of the hill and you are riding a bike up it. Okay, this is your dedication to, it would be easier just to give up and roll back down the hill. Right? The wind will cool you off because you're all sweaty. But you remaining dedicated because you know what's waiting for you at the top of that hill. Get there. Get there. Okay, let's get a crystal card because they're fun. They're fun. They know what they're talking about. They like to offer their wisdom and confirmation. Let's do a couple weird shuffles. No shade or judgment on anybody who prefers this way of shuffling. I can only do it with this one deck. And all other, I make it weird, is what I'm trying to say. I make it weird, and I'm okay with that. Okay, let's pick one of these crystal cards. Which one's for us? Oh my god, she's so cute. You're just so cute with your face. What's your face? She's like, hey, get away from me. I just totally grabbed her and hugged her. She's like, what's happening right now? Okay. What's that? 41. Okay, 41. What you talking about? Protection. Oh, wisdom. Yes. Understanding, insight, and enlightenment. Wisdom is gained through understanding the underlying patterns that trigger emotional responses in your life. Your accumulated experiences, including all your successes and failures, create your unique view of the world. It is only when you connect to the source of universal love and experience the divine in all things that you can transcend your mind's limitations and make decisions based on a higher understanding. Wisdom is the ability to balance the knowledge of the past with the voice of your intuition and universal guidance. You are guided to look beyond the initial emotional reactions that surround a situation in your life. Accepting your heart's counsel invariably shifts the perception of your understanding. It is from this position of love and compassion that truly wise decisions are made. Honor all events occurring in your life as they create the opportunity for you to express your true self. Continue living from the heart and trust in the unconditional love within all things. Choose the love path. Beautiful confirmations from the crystals. Yes, the crystals. Okay. Okay. I'm going to try shuffling weirdly with it. Oh, I can do it with this one too. This one's a little more flexible, so I feel like I'm actually just shuffling. Yeah, there it is. There it is. Okay, I can do it in two decks. Okay. Okay, mushroom spirits. What you got for us today? Oops, we got a bunch. We got turkey tail, we got violet coral, and we got unique. Block, community, unique. All right, number 4 is turkey tail. Where is there a blockage or stagnation in your life? It is time to focus on building your energy and defenses so you can shift this stuck energy. Chinese medicine says, if there is debris in a creek causing it to be blocked, do not lift each heavy piece out of the way individually. Instead, build the flow of water so its force moves the debris on effortlessly. The creek or river is our blood and ki. And The debris is stuck energy, repressed emotions, and the accumulation of fluids that need movement to transform them. When we build ourselves up on the inside, we give ourselves a better chance of pushing through obstacles within and outside of ourselves. Turkey tail is effective in cancer treatment. Cancer is the proliferation of cells in an abnormal state. That is, an overgrowth of cells. Ask yourself, what has triggered something in my life to grow out of control and dangerously? Is something you have left unchecked grown to a point that is no longer serving you? Or is there someone or something in your life that is no longer for your highest good? It is time to look around you and inside yourself to find what stands in the way of your flow and remove it. By making this stand and strengthening your energy, you allow the life force that moves you to flow naturally, bringing balance, harmony back into your life. Okay, this is really feeling this is that your emotional regularity and how it affects the chariot, the universe energy, bringing you to your peace and happiness. Okay, and it's this removal and recognition of the devils, the doubts and fears, the limiting beliefs that are holding you back. I'm just really quickly going to look at chaga because when I was shuffling, I noticed it, and then when I flipped the book open, I flipped it open on it. So I'm just going to give a little. It's defense and balance. Chaga is king when it comes to helping the body defend itself and ward off potential dangers to your health. Where in your life could you have something or someone attached to you that is not serving your higher purpose or is creating a hindrance of some sort? It's time to build your defenses so strong that nothing can penetrate them. Are you physically strong enough, or do you need to work on your physical health? Maybe you're allowing yourself to be taken advantage of or are being treated poorly. Sometimes when you feel you need protection, you actually need to strengthen your reserves. Aha. Using energy to block things and cast things away can be more tiring than building yourself up from the inside so nothing can stick to you. This is also very turkey tail-esque. Another lesson from chaga is one of balance. Disease exists when something in the body becomes unbalanced. Chaga brings balance to your immune system, blood sugar levels, and circadian rhythms. Where are you out of spiritual alignment? It might be time to look at where something within you or your life is out of balance. Where can you create more flow and movement? Where have things become stuck? When you balance yourself from within, this balances your external world. The work you do on the inside can create profound shifts if you are prepared to do the work. When you create balance and cultivate strength from the inside, you become an impenetrable force. Yes. Also, Jalavante. Okay, we're moving on to 35, which is community. This is a mushroom that looks like it should be in the sea. Little is known about this rarity except that it loses its color when picked and dried. It also changes color when it is old and dying. The violet coral card reminds you to be unapologetically you. Be who you are meant to be while you are here, and when you depart, your essence will go with you. It doesn't matter if you stand out as being different, someone will always admire you for that. People who truly love you see you for who you are on the inside. Your spirit, your soul essence is what makes you you. What you learn in each lifetime is carried through to the next and the next until you are a wise soul who has learned a lot of lessons and accumulated much knowledge during your time on earth. Do you feel like you are not where you were meant to be? Maybe it is time to assess where you are at and where you need to be. Do you need to find your tribe, your community, somewhere you feel you fit in better? If so, start looking. Seek out others like you or with similar interests. If you've always loved the water, maybe it's time to make a sea change. Or is it possible that you are exactly where you were meant to be to make a difference? Rarely do we find ourselves in certain circumstances if we are not meant to learn something. Be true to yourself. Okay, thank you very much. And this is the wrinkled peach mushroom. This mushroom represents something so unique it is in its own class. This may represent you, someone you know, or something you are working on, something so stunning that you can't put it into a category. Unique can also be rare, and with rarity, there can also be obstacles. Just as the wrinkled peach mushroom has become scarce due to the lack of elm trees, so too could you become obsolete if your sustenance or support runs out. Being unique obviously has its plus side as well, because with rarity comes a need to protect it. I got too crazy. So it doesn't disappear. Unique minds and people are way shores and can change the world. They are sometimes outcast for not conforming or being the same as the rest of the crowd, but when their beauty or wisdom is seen, they become noticeable for all the right reasons. Being unique takes strength to stand on your own, to make your own path, and not bend to peer pressure. Uniqueness is a strength, not a disability or a weakness. Find what makes you unique and stand fully in your power. The world doesn't need more vanilla. It needs way showers and creativity to change how we see and do things. Uniqueness is a gift. Make sure you use it well. Bring what makes you you into everything you do, and you will draw to you the people who resonate with that energy. That is your unique medicine. Beautiful. Yes, seek community. Those peeps are out there for you. They are there. So beware and take care. Hug a bear, but only if he wants to hug you too. Okay, we're gonna get a kitty card. We'll pull out a kitty card for 3. Freedom. Meet Lucy. She is awake even in her dreams. One of her favorite things is to fly in a lucid dream. It is the most natural, free, and expansive feeling. You can go to outer space, imaginary lands, deep under the sea, to the top of Mount Everest, even through the earth itself, propelled simply by the power of your mind and your will. This little kitty is calling you to embrace that unbound freedom of flight and dreams. What is your wildest dream? Your craziest, most heart expanding, joy filled plan A. If you were completely free, what would you do? Choose love. Illumination. Meet Glow. She shines her warm light into our dark places. She illuminates our fears and our shadows, giving us the courage to face them, to unravel them, and to bring healing. Sometimes it may seem easier to take the long route around the dark forest within, but Glow knows that true ease comes from presence, not avoidance. So carry her with you as you journey into the depths of your heart and soul. Let her loving light warm the places of shame, hurt, sadness, disappointment, anger, and guilt. She can turn the darkest, twisted forest into a golden cove of love. Beautiful. And the road less traveled. Meet Silvio Silvermaw. You won't find him on the well-worn paths of habit and normalcy. However, if you brush away the spiderwebs and circle around the giant trees, you will find Silvio wandering down a path with no paw prints. This road less traveled is often obscured by errant wildflowers and ferns, but if you look for it with an open mind, you will see its peculiar winding way. Turn off the main road and try something new. A new hobby, a new belief, a new way of doing something, a new perspective on a familiar situation. If you usually go right, experiment with going left. Beautiful. Okay, I'm just gonna see if one of these affirmation cards want to come out. And then we're way long. We're way long. Okay, there we go. There's some for us. What do we got here? This is a new day, one that I have never lived before. I stay in the now and enjoy each and every moment. The past is over. Okay. I accept myself and create peace in my mind and heart. I now choose to free myself from all destructive fears and doubts. I am loved and I am safe. And I am willing to let go. Beautiful. Okay, this is all that death and devils. Devils are adversaries. Anything that comes up against you makes you stop, makes you think, makes you choose. And your free will allows you to choose love. Okay, that's it. That's all, because it's really a long, long reading here. So thank you for being here. If you made it this long, I appreciate you. And I hope that you got many, many messages, even if it was just one, and a few seeds that may have fallen into your garden and will grow while you sleep. Okay, take care and be well. Choose love. And yeah, whatever you're doing, make it awesome. Okay, bye.